start recording. Okay, now oh, now sorry about that. We had some problems because this is my very first Ustream show, so I'm sorry that we're starting a bit late because of the technical problems. I'm hoping everything is now okay. So, hello, it's Riikka Kovasin here from Finland, and we're doing a layout using 7.studio. So, this is my sample, and I'm not using the same picture, but a picture of my older daughter. This is my younger daughter. So, let's get started. Yeah, most of you at least see me and hear me. So, let me just start. So great to see you. Hi. But let's get started. So I'm using a paper from the Thoughtskeeper collection from the studio as my background. And first I'm adding a piece of like 6x6 here to like guide the composition. So I'm just adding it on there, and then I'll add some color. Oh, thank you. So I'm using this time gelatos for the coloring part. I'm just roughly adding different shades here, making like a stream-like effect. So and then I'm turning it into a watercolor using just a wet brush. So here's some water and a brush. So there's absolutely like no worries how the first scribbles look, because then you smear up them anyway. First I'm adding a like surplus amount of water to get the color leaf fluid. And then I'm starting pulling it a bit out from the part where I actually doodled. And now as the paper gets wet, it looks a bit darker than it actually is. So no worries if it's looking too dark at first. If you use gesso, that won't be a problem, because then the color can't absorb, or actually, sorry, the water can't absorb the paper. But now, as I'm just adding color straight onto the paper, so it gets really wet. Oh, thank you for the link, Karen. And let's add a few splashes too at this point. I really like splashes. If you have seen my layouts, you know. And let me just try this. Sorry, I don't have the Ranger heat tool, so I'm guessing this is a bit loud for you guys. So I try to be quick. Oh, I know about the commercials. Yeah. I'm on myself when I'm logged in as myself, so I get those all the time. And hello, everyone. So nice to see you here. I hope you are now, everyone is seeing and hearing me. There's a big puddle there. As this is the first layer, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just giving some color to the background, like customizing it. Of course, you can use any color. I'm just drawn to gelatos at the moment, so that's why I chose to use them. Okay, let's try the puddles with a rag, so we don't have to wait that long. Like so. Now there's the first layer of color. Then let's add some stamping. I just love to use this color of archival ink, the watering can. It's subtle enough, but still strong enough. It's not black, so it isn't that harsh, but it still creates great contrast to the piece. And the stamp I'm using is also from 7.studio. It's from Set. I'm thinking this is from Soulmates. Yes, Soulmates is the collection for this one. And this is a clean stamp, but I rarely use any stamps with the stamping block. This allows me to give like as much or as little impression that I want. I can like manipulate the stamp. So if I just want to stamp like a little, I can do it because the stamp ain't in a block. So like this. You can see me going around the circle here because my main composition is going to be in here. So I'm circling around. Of course you can stamp here too, but because you're putting the photo on over it later, so there's no point. Okay, it's a bit moist. Let me see how this next thing works. Bringing in two types of pen. My favorite tool of all, pencil, just a simple pencil, and Prima watercolor crayons or pens. So if you have watched my YouTube videos, you probably know this. So I'm just loosely drawing some kind of circles, again, around the spot where I'm putting my photo. So there's the pencil lines. If you like want to do this and are timid, because the line is really different if you're just drawing. It's much more bulkier and you can see you're drawing. So just close your eyes and doodle. And I'll also adding a touch of color with the watercolor pens. Just a few. Maybe I'll add darker. Like that. So there we have the first layer. Let me just show you from the sample here that they are the stimulant and mostly hidden underneath the layers that come above. So let me just grab two more things here. So next we're lifting something up from the base level, and for that we're using modeling paste. Mine is from Prima, from the Finnabair Art Basics line. And the stencil is from 7.studio. This is called Damask Mask. So there's a little detailed, like lace-like pattern in here. And again, let's go around and round in circles, as there's just like half of the pattern showing. I'm moving this a bit up and then just applying the paste through the stencil with a palette knife. You could also use an old credit card if you don't have a palette knife. So like that. And then let's add some here. Of course, because the paste is still wet, I'm trying to keep the stencil from messing the layer that I did above. And let's add a touch there still, and maybe one pattern here as well. Okay, like that. Now we have that ready. Let me just put my stencil away. Let's close the jar. Yeah, I think that's really pretty stencil. Oh, they're asking for the stencil link. I'm sure Karen is working on it. That's from 7 Dot Studio, the damask stencil. It's from the Soulmates collection. And now that this needs to dry for a while, because the modeling paste takes from some time to dry, let's move on to the paper layers. Normally I would do like this on here so I can really see how it's going, but for this show I thought I'm just lifting that away and then doing the paper layers. Okay, there's the link. Yeah, to the stencil, that is. And for the paper layers, I'm using again the Thought Keeper collection. This time a part of 12 by 12 paper. This is number 4. And then pieces of the 6 by 6 pad. And for the paper layers, I just usually cut some random pieces. So these are not going to be exactly the same as in my sample. Just some different pieces, smaller and bigger ones. And then a one that's almost the size of the photo. So let's see what we can have with these. So there's just random pieces. And then there's this one. Let me just show you this. This is a piece of vellum, which I folded in like 2 times, folded in half, so that there's a seam here and 2 folds, so it creates a little pocket where my journaling goes. And the journaling itself is a piece of patterned paper. So let me just grab this one too. So that would be the biggest part. Then let's add, oh sorry, now I have to show it here, otherwise you don't see anything. For example, like this, there's the bigger piece and then 2 little ones, something underneath here maybe, and then something peeking there. And I think I need to make that one into 2 little pieces. Yeah, there's quite a few Finnish people online. I'm seeing Finnish in there. So, hyvää iltaa. And when I'm doing paper layers, I'm just holding them in my hand and then just layering and layering. And I'm always trying to have like something horizontal and something vertical. So in a way, the photo is in a cross section of them all. Well, let me just first attach these because now they're falling apart otherwise. So for that, because I just make them in my hand, I'm using a stapler. Oops, sorry. Now it's all jumping up and down the photo. Sorry about that. At this point I need to also remember the... So it's looking like this. This of course I can't staple, because if I staple it, it won't slide the journaling anymore. So let's check with the photo. It's looking like this. So we need something underneath here. Maybe a piece of the pink one. Let's try this other way around. So what about that? I'm thinking that's okay. So let's just staple that one there. Sorry about the jumping photo again. I guess my table is bouncy. Yeah, and then let's just add that one there. For the vellum pocket, I'm using double-sided tape and just a few strips. I'm so lucky that most of my layouts are still intact and not falling apart because I used very little adhesive on them. So this is looking like this at the moment. Let's try with the layout itself. I'm thinking it's looking okay. So jump, jump. Yeah, jump. Oh, huge bosses. Oh, thank you, Bea. That's so sweet. Oh, let's see. So for the photo, Karen just wrote that she uses like foam to make the layers. My layers, like paper layers, are really flat, but as they are not like adhered in all the places, there's like they are not as flat if I would adhere them totally. But I always, well, never say always or never say never, but I usually use foam dots for my photo. Yeah, Rika. I'm announcing my own name. Rika, it works. So let's add the photo somewhere like that one. A bit crooked, but that's okay. And this still slides, which is good. Now let me see. Then I would need to add this as it's part of the tile. It's there, I'm guessing. So let's add a bit of string. Oh yes, Bea, you must move your stapler. I wouldn't do it. Now I can't do anything without the stapler anymore. It's so handy. Now let me see if I can get the string through the hole. Like I said, the papers are from Steven.studio 6x6 pad, and this is from the tag set. Let me just check the collection. It's from Soulmate. Oh, you are too kind and sweet. So this should be somewhere around here. But I'm not adding that one still. Let me just move this. Oh, how about the light? You are still seeing me? Yes, I'm guessing it's okay. Moving up like that. Commercial. Oh, those are like a drag. Let me just add that one there. As the paste is still wet, I'm going to use glue. Normally I would like add it with double-sided tape, but as the paste is still wet, so let's add a wet adhesive underneath it too and use glue. Karen just wrote that she really would like to have a stapler fit for 12 by 12 page. Yeah, me too. That would be awesome. Usually I want, when I'm adding some kind of ribbon or something, I want to staple it from far distance, and then I can't. Then I have to work around it. So we have this right now, and this was my sample. So moving these two items, vice versa, making a mirrored version, so to speak. So there's the tag coming here. Maybe I should add the stickers to it so I can make it. There's the one sticker. So the sticker is from Word Stickers set, again, Thoughtskeeper collection, and again from 7.studios. It's a Polish brand. And like in the other layout, I'm also cutting this one in two. And then let's add the stickers here. Maybe a bit further in, like that. And let's add a touch of glue there. Actually, I haven't tried that one. Anna-Kaisa is asking if you could staple in the middle of 12 by 12 layout by using two different staplers, and I'm not sure, but I guess I need to find out. That's an interesting idea. So now we have those. Then, as this is almost an embellishment itself, let's move on to embellishments. Oh, sorry, I was lifting all these. Now it's happening again. I'm getting overcrowded the area, like so. So maybe I should do the title first. Let me just grab the sample again. So I did, well, let me go this way. I did the title using both the alpha stickers, and then there's the word love. And the love itself is like cut out from a tag, again from the same tag sheet as this little one. So they were, let me just grab Soulmate collection. Just roughly cutting it out. Oh, hi there, he. Thank you, Karen, for the alpha sticker link. It's the Raspberry Muffin alpha sticker from the Domestic Goddess collection. Hi, Delana. In my other layout, I have the, yeah, maybe I'm putting the title there again. And then there was the little banner. The little banner I had underneath is from the Nature Walk collection. And the die cut element is called Element sheet. Let me just show it to you. Oh, come on. So it's like this. So here we would have the title, and then the alpha stickers for that one, and then there's all the other embellishments. So let me just check if the flare button would go here, maybe underneath the photo. And then there's one blue. This is a little Missy from Prima. Maybe, oops, that's still wet. Maybe there. And then there's the roses, and uncovered in modeling paste. Oh, hi Nobor. And Karen just put the link for the blooms. There's the Little Missy, and these are just like light gray roses. I'm sounding like Australian. Yes, sorry for my accent. I hope you can understand. Let me just grab a thing. Yeah, sorry. Almost had all my supplies here, but not this one. I think this is called sewing needle. I'm not sure. But like this. Are you using knitting? Knitting needle? What is this? Karen, can you help me out? What is this? You used to make like knitting. British. Oh, that's good. English and American. So I'm a mix. Great. Knitting needle. Yeah. Thank you, Karen. So let me add that one there. I'm like making two clusters, as this is like the third. So there's a visual triangle going on here. So, and maybe I would add, this is a paperclip. My blog is called Paperclip or Paperiliitin, which is the same word in Finnish. So of course I need to have a paperclip in my first ever Ustream show layout. Not that way it's going too far. The other way it's smaller. So let's have that one there, like underneath the bloom. And then that one there. Let me just glue these. That one already is there. Let's add the blue and the rose. And then the flare button, like underneath, and the little rose there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I'm trying to make like a, what is this? A line from this corner to this corner with the little rose twirlies. Oh, let me just glue that one too. The title part. So here. And then let's add the little touches. These are from Pinkfresh Studio. No, that's not looking good. Maybe in there. Or then just here. Yeah, that's better. So do two there. And maybe just a few more. These. Like that one. Maybe a bigger one, like maybe there. And then the smallest one far away. Like going with a diagonal here. And then let's add the title using the stickers. Now I need to think backwards, as I'm starting here and going that way. So luckily I have the sample layout. I don't have to think that much. So the stickers are from 7 Dot Studio again. There's the Y. The title is Things You Love, as the journaling in the little pocket is the things that my daughter stated that she loves. They both have the same kind of journaling. It's the things that we were eating, like no, sorry, I think that's a G, not the N in there. Like that. Yeah, we were eating, and then my older daughter started talking about things she loves, and of course the younger one joined in, and I swiftly took actually my phone and write the things down, as I thought they would make a lovely page for them to read later on. So, and then just a T. Let's put the capital there. Things you love. No, it stayed correctly. Maybe I'll add just a teeny tiny heart still, as in the other layout. I think it will go nicely there on top of the flower, like layering the embellishments too. It's not like everything needs to show completely. There can be just parts of it showing. So like that. And I'm thinking I'm adding one of these dots here too. Now, we are almost done. So let's add the final touches. There's two things left to do. So first, let me grab some mists. These are both from Tattered Angels. The other one is Plain Jane, and the other one is like Glimmer Mist. And then I'm just taking the cap off and adding the splashes. Just a few. Like so. And then let me grab my pencil again and do the final step, because there's the circles I did first, and then lastly I drew the lines. These go crossed over the modeling paste, but because then I had the time to wait for the paste to really dry. But this time I'm thinking it's still wet. So let me see how this goes. So this is just a plain pencil. It's extra black, like really soft one. So I can just draw some lines, because I drew some here. Let me just add some to the other corner, like balance it out. A bit darker there perhaps. Now it needs a line there. Whoops. Please stay there. Maybe just a longer one here. There too. As you can see, the paste is not yet dried. So if you're doing something similar at home, please wait for the paste to dry. And I'm thinking we are done. So there it is. The page. Let me just show you them both. Here's the one I did now. And here's the sample. There are similar elements and the background is done the same way, but the composition near the photo with the embellishments is different in two of them, but both have the same diagonal. Turning around. Okay, great. So like that. Now you don't have to see it the wrong side. So there's this page and the other. This page I have already blocked, and I'm going to block this one too. So if you want to see photo and details, so just follow my blog and go to my blog, because it's in Finnish, the title. So maybe you just need to Google my name, which is also a bit difficult. So Karen, can you just add a link to my blog for the chat, and I'll try to then you can go to Artist Live Facebook. I'm sure there's a link, because it's called Paperiliitin, which is in Finnish and meaning paperclip. So I'm guessing paperiliitin doesn't sound that familiar to any one of you. Well, the Finnish people, of course. So, but please tune in to the Artist Live Facebook page, because there's the announcements of future shows. Next one, oh, thank you, Karen, about the link. Next Monday, Karen is on, and she's making a beautiful canvas with lots of texture. So there's something you definitely need to see. And we're hoping to have guests during the summer also. So if you go to the Facebook, you'll be in touch with us all and see what we're going to do and who's on. So the last thing I want to do is thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. This was my very first. So lots to learn. So thank you again. And let me stop recording now and then say bye-bye to everyone again.